Hello and welcome back to White Knuckle Rants, the series where I play White Knuckle while ranting about up to 10 topics, and the video ends if I either die or finish talking. Up to 4 user-suggested topics will be allowed each video. Just comment it and I'll pick the ones I like. Today's shoutout is Raccoonari for commenting that they love the Wuckle Rants, which I think is a cute term in the White Knuckle community for the game. Really adorable. If you want a shout out just like this, comment literally anything below related to the video, and if it's good, I'll pin it for another video's shout out. Alright, so, you know what? Endless Pipeworks. I was cut off talking about process A of my artistic process. I wonder if you could fall in there. You probably can. I'm not going to test that. I'll test that outside of the camera. So, basically, the 5 steps, any of them can happen in any order. The first one, of course, I transcribed the melody. The second one, I transcribed the drums. Then, there's also, of course, the lyrics. Now, the thing is, like, usually, I do the lyrics last in process A, but they can happen a little early. The only imperative part of process A is that the lyrics don't ever happen first. That's what makes it process A and not something different. Oh my gosh, the corpse is eating the hits. Never thought I'd say that sentence ever. So, yeah, when I start making the song, the lyrics, shit. Usually never first. This room trips me up. I know why. So there's also other things, like of course recording the vocals, which actually, yeah, that can happen. Like usually after the lyrics, but sometimes I just start recording the vocals, and I mean that can happen in process A, but usually happens in process B or C, more than A. Thank you guys for boosting me, but I must kill you now. So the what? Ah, come on. Anyways, the really important part of this like first few steps is that I get it roughly right. Oh, I scammed the shit out of that one. I wasn't even expecting to do that. So, I get it mostly right because I don't usually do redos. That's the thing. I don't usually rip apart the beat and go, something is not right. It's very strange. But with process A, I'm more inclined to get it right. Like, not inclined, more likely to get it right just because of how my brain works, where I'll hum something that I like and then turn that into a song. So of course, we got the melody, drums, lyrics, and vocals. So what's the 5th? Additives, as I call it. Little flavoring. So, for example, in my PC, there's this little like twinkly sound that shows up every other bar during the chorus. Or actually, it might be every bar. I don't remember. Oh, when will I learn? I literally said that in like episode 3? 2? Yeah. So there's that little thing, and that's an additive. It's not something that's important to the song. It's something that makes it sound just just that little better. And it's only something that I imagine like either immediately or not. So I mean, I did say all of these can be done in any order, but process A, I usually never do the lyrics first, and the additives end up later than usual. I have a single brick. I'm not getting a lot of items. Where's that one rebar that's supposed to be up here? Where is that one at? Cause I need items. But yeah, so after I have all of that done, then of course lyrics and vocals, and then a really interesting thing. The album art. Now, I could go over the other processes first because the album art process is always the same. There is a slight alteration if somebody comes to be like, let's say Key wants to do the cover art, album art, cover art, same thing. I'll say cover art for the sake of simplicity. So, say that somebody else wants to do the cover art. Then usually they'll approach me first, or I'll have been making the song, and that ends up in, like, basically process 2 for album art, where I make the album art first. This is a rare occurrence, but in the cases of other people doing art, it's the more common thing. I've never made a song and then somebody make the cover art based off of the song. It's usually just, I'm making the song. Do you want to make the cover art? Something like that. So, then there's, of course, the main way, where I'll have made the song, and then I make the cover art off of it. Now, most of my cover art isn't actually based on the song itself, like, oh, I took inspiration from the song's elements. A lot of them are just miscellaneous in terms of content. Literally, I'm not joking. So, I often put myself in the cover art, but in various different, like, clothings and specific colors. These are all related to a project that I really want to get started on later, but I'm afraid it'll sound a little narcissistic because it's mostly just a self-insert, like, situation. But basically, it's the, like, a lot of them are just the Teo transformations. That's what I've called it. I know, my name. Where they're the characters from that, that I put onto the cover art. So the most obvious, if anybody even knows anything about the Teo transformations, is gold, like, okay, whoa, gold, what? No, yellow is literally just leader on the front cover of it. That is just leader, the transformation, doing the by truth unto myself pose, which is something that I plan to put in a video game that is probably never coming out because it's pretty ambitious. But it basically just means I'm going to be fair, or something like that. It could also be interpreted as just, I won't break my own rules. Whatever it is, it's mostly for fairness. So leader, in the context, because the transformations have lore, leader in context is a peaceful, peaceful protest leader. He believes in, you know, freedom and stuff like that. I think I kind of mirror that in the album, but it's not based off of him. But yeah, the little by truth unto myself is like, you know, I'm not going to enact violence on anybody, even if they're going to kill me. It's that kind of thing. So, okay, but I got really off topic. So, I'll do the album art, which is usually an idea that I have. Like, already the idea is there. I never struggle to come up with ideas for cover art. I do struggle to draw them, which is why 3 singles are trapped. Because I have them, I have all the vocals, I have the beat finished. I don't think I want to change much. I'm fine with releasing them. I just need cover art, because you can't put a song with no cover art. So I'm currently still drawing the 3 of those. And also, the EP I mentioned, I need more technical skill involving pixel art to get that out. So the process A, and also how I do my cover arts. So what is process B? Well, process B, as I mentioned, happens a lot when I'm listening to songs or when I'm playing around with an instrument. I will get the idea of the groove, as I call it, the theme of the song before the melody. Now this is really interesting because creative limits allow for, like, invention. Necessity is the mother of invention, or something like that. I get stuck with, let's say, an accordion here. So I really want to do a sort of ship theme. Now I already have everything that I want for samples. You know, the waves splashing, and of course like a stomping noise for like extra effect on the kicks, maybe even on 2 and 4. Although for a C song, I'd want it to be 6/8, so it wouldn't be 2 and 4. It'd be something different. I don't know. I haven't put the math in my head yet. Fuck this fucking fuck. I love this level design because it manages to piss me off in every way intended. Teo 2026. Well, I say Teo, but like I prefer Mr. Dododo. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I prefer Mr. Dododo when it comes to my online identity. Like, I don't know, if somebody's like, you know, here is the legend of like Mr. Dododo or something. Not the legend. Here is this album by Mr. Dododo. That's a good way to use it. But if you're like, you know, so I spoke with this guy talking about his creative interests. It would be Teo. It wouldn't be Mr. Dododo because it's more personal. I could just fucking yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so the groove, right? I get this idea for the song just from listening to music in that sort of theme, or wow, that was stupid of me. I get this idea for the song from listening to music, and so what'll usually happen is it's melody, backing and sound effects, then it is like drums usually go a bit later, most of the time. I can name like 2 times this has happened, like with okay. Of course, with We Gotta Get Somewhere, that was I think the first example of that happening. Or We All Gotta Start Somewhere. Not We Gotta Get Somewhere. Jeez, can Mr. Dododo name his own songs? We find out today. Holy shamboogle doodles. I did it again! Twice in one episode! Okay. So, yeah, that process is very simple. You end up with a really interesting themed result, but it's so slow sometimes because I have these interesting ideas for, like, you know, background samples and stuff that I want. And it ends up being kind of, you know, downletting in some situations where I'm not able to do the technical skill that I need for it. One of the examples I have for this is with video games. I really love acapella. It's a nice genre of music. It's an interesting medium even. I'll say it's a medium of music, of art. But I wasn't able to pull it off convincingly, in my opinion. If you go listen to that song, you're gonna be like, But there are genuine acapella songs that sound good. It's just, I don't think video games is one of them at all. Yeah, and then method C, which is more recent. And I say I usually never do this. Lyrics first. I've acquired a folder on my Notes app because that's what I use for my lyrics. iOS Notes app. Pretty much everything else will suffice. It's not program specific to create lyrics like me, but that's how I memorize it, and also because I sing using FL Studio Mobile. So if I just have the Notes app, then like, oh, I have gas? Or no, it's the gas in here. It's toxic. It makes you like lose stamina. This rarely happens in the game. Oh, you didn't see that. But basically what happens is I come up with the lyrics first, and sometimes it'll come from this sort of folders that I created. So, an example of lyrics coming first is, All I'll Ever Want, shockingly, is a lyrics first thing. I had to come up with a melody afterwards. But, the issue is I already had a vocal melody for All I'll Ever Want. But the lyrics came first, in true technicality. 'Cause I was singing that. I don't think that profit incentive, wow, we're playing beige finger today. It's profit motive, not profit incentive. I don't think profit incentive carries over into, what are we gonna call this? The void? The void. So, yeah, I'll do the lyrics first, and it ends up, in like a really uniform way. All I'll Ever Want was really mostly just that. And I even turned the little, I can't call it a diddly. That's, no. I even turned the little, the melody, I even turned the melody into Key's motif. So if you hear those notes, it is Key's motif, which is how you can tell that Purple is not satirically, no, jokingly about Key. Wait, what? Why did that hit twice? Oh, it bounced off the surface, sorry. So yeah, that's basically what happens with that. So those are the three processes for making a song. In general, wow, okay. In general, for a lot of my other stuff, as I just mentioned with the album art, I'll take characters I already have and I'll use basic color schemes. I can even start naming some of these. When it comes to writing, most of the times I'll have this sort of, wow, I wish there was a thing like this. Wait a damn minute, and then make it myself. Sometimes, as I mentioned in the value of fan fiction, it comes from a place of love, where I am just so infatuated with an idea or a thing to the point. No! No! Fuck. The fucking bloodbug. Anyways, yeah, I'll become so infatuated with it to the point where I, you know, start to make something of it. I love you all. Mr. Dodo out.
Mr. Dodo.